So, I've been super busy with work and stuff lately, and I've been wanting to continue this how to make your own companion video series or origin video series. So today I thought I would show you how to ensure that your companions could actually wear armor and stuff, and how to change their visuals. As you can see here, Deliria has a slight change of hairdo, and Cassador is wearing something unexpected. So let me walk you through how to do this and show you where it can go wrong. I had a few issues, but I think that just showing you where I messed up, it can be useful to troubleshoot in your own work. So the thing is, I've made a few companions by just selecting these guys, these NPCs. You might recognize them. And I've made them into companions, which is cool. It means that we can play. And we are, of course, Kalak. We can have a look at Cassador. Here he is. We can have a look at Deliria. Here she is. But one thing you might notice is that she's wearing some clothing, but she doesn't have anything equipped. And it's actually the same for Cassador, so we can't unequip this stuff. And why is that? It's because it's not real armor or clothing. It's just a visual, and I'll show you what I mean by that, and we'll fix it so we can kit up our new companions with some cool armor and stuff. So what we're actually going to do now is focus on Cassador. We are going to go into the sidebar, remove whatever we were doing here, and then we are going to have a look at his visuals. Up here you can see the character visual resource. Whoop, everything went white. Up here you can see the character visual resource. And we are going to edit that. The first thing we're going to do actually is have a look and see. Okay, so there are a few different ones called the player Cassador. Let's see if these are actually already saved in our project, because you don't want to overwrite the actual game visuals, right? From the base game, you want to have them in your project. As you can see in my test project, I actually have quite a few visuals. So for example, this S player Cassador 000, perhaps we should edit that one. So let's go back here, select him. We go to the sidebar. There should be one called S player Cassador 000, and that is the one we have in our mod. So let's set that one, and let's open it. Yeah, and it's suggesting we create a new one. That's fine, as long as we assign the correct one, right? All right, so here we are. This is Cassador. It looks like we haven't really like changed anything much in this visual resource I've made. So this is what it looks like in the game, and the thing is that this clothing is actually not real armor. So let's see if we can arrange this in a different way so it's a bit easier to see for you guys. So we are now inside the character editor, and you can do loads of different stuff here. You can see what's assigned, like for example his hair and stuff. We're not going to change his hair, we might change Deliria's hair. See his head. So some of the NPCs have special heads. You can see, for example, down here you have Arnell's head, Astarian's head. We can see his body. So when we go to his body, we can actually see that some visuals are selected. And we are going to remove this. So you just double click. So you see I removed a part of his, I don't even know what you call it, his robe? Double? Who knows? Okay, let's remove this. Okay, so he is naked underneath, that's good. Let's remove the pants. Let's censor this later. Okay, so you run into a problem. That is quite interesting. So you see most of the characters that do not have, like, the characters that don't have real clothing, usually they don't have genitals assigned, so we're going to fix that. But first, let's take off Gortash's boots, because that's what Cazador is wearing. So let's take them off. So he's nude now. So ideally, we want him to have genitals as well, right? Don't you think? He should have that. So instead of adding piercings or something like that, we are going to go in here to the plus sign. We're going to add private parts. Yeah. I have censored this for YouTube, but what you will see here is a selection of private parts. I will select some proper elven private parts. And I guess we have to choose which one. As long as it's not hairy, I guess it will do. I am now comparing the private parts. Can't really see a big difference, so I chose something for him. And then we should save. Okay, I spent entirely too long on this because I realized that actually the Cazador model is quite hairy. Not in the back, but in the front. So we have added some appropriate genitals. And now we have a nude body. So what we're going to do is I'll turn him around so I don't have to censor this. Let's maybe focus on his arm or something. And I'll just show you that you can do different things in here. Yeah, so he has the human naked body type, so we can actually change that maybe into elf. Maybe we can select an elf male body. Look, right, okay. Maybe we want a male naked body. Okay, much better. Okay, so then we have to replace the genitals again, right? So we will go out and then we will add something that's more appropriate. I don't know exactly which penis we should select, but we have selected something. And now he looks like a proper male elf. So that's good. So let's turn him around again to not have to censor this. And let's focus on his head. Yeah, so I turned him around again so we don't have to censor him. And I'm just then showing you what you can do here in the visuals. You can change a ton of stuff about his head, the eyes, whatever. Apparently he has some sort of hair set up from Mizora. It's the same hair maybe? That makes some sort of strange poetic sense. And then you can basically play around with this and change whatever you want. For the presets, you know, you can change the hair stuff, you can change his tattoos, his eyes, everything. Sometimes there are like other stuff attached. I don't know exactly what that means, but we are going to save this. And we're going to do the same to Deliria quickly. So let's have a look at Dal. So, okay, so she has the presets as player Deliria. I know that's for my mod, so I'm just going to use that and I'm going to open it. And we're basically going to undress this lady as well. So we're going to take the really cool just visuals she has, the underwear. We're going to remove it. And we're going to remove her pants. And we are going to remove her footwear. So I'm just double clicking this. So now she's nude. And what you'll notice, and I'm not going to cover it in the video, but you'll go back to private parts. And we're going to just like place some actual private parts on this lady because she doesn't currently have them, because she was never intended to be in any nude scenes in the game. And that's not what we are planning on either, right? We are just wanting to make sure that she looks good when we dress her up or whatever. Like, if people should have the option to do their role-playing with their origin characters. Yeah. Oop. A lot of stuff to censor here. I am going to turn this lady around. And as you can see, I have already changed her hair actually, so that's maybe a good good thing to show you. So you see her hair is different. Why is her hair different? It's because I added actually some hair. So what you can do here, let's see. What you can do here is just add hair actually. So you can add whatever you want. So you can stack the hair, or you can remove it. So right, that's certainly interesting. I don't know this hairstyle. I haven't seen it in the game. Quite cool, don't you think? Maybe we add it to the Shadar Kai. I don't know. Yeah, it's a goblin hairstyle. Okay, remove that. This is what we want. So Deliria is also done. And we exit. And now you can see... Oh my god, I'm gonna get banned on YouTube. Oh, stop that, Cassador, please. Yeah, so now you can see that they are actually nude in-game. Not very impressive equipment on Cassador, but hey, so the point I'm trying to make here is that now we can add some equipment. So let's do this the proper way. Armor. Yeah, so that's Astarian starter armor. We have some, let's see, robe maybe. Robe. Let's give them some robes. I will create new from selected on this one. I will call it test or something, and I will make sure that I save it in my project. So now it should show up in my project, right? I will place 2 of these on the ground, and we will dress these 2 poor characters. So what I'll do is I'll just pick it up. Castor can pick it up. You see the physics are working as they should. And now he is not equipping it. So why is he not equipping it? So there is a trick to this. There are actually 2 things that we have to make sure are working. The first one is to check in the visuals. That we have checked this one, show equipment visuals. And then they need to have an equipment set. It actually does have an equipment set, but I think that it... I wonder why it's not working. Interesting. Send this to Deliria. Yeah, so Deliria can equip it for some reason. And that is her armor now, so if you take the armor off, she has nothing. Then there is Cassador, and he is actually not equipping it, so there's something wrong with Cassador. So let's see. Have a look at Deliria, she has no equipment. We have a look at Cassador. What if we clear his equipment? He is not equipping this. So there is one more thing we can check. And that is whether this guy has what is called an equipment trace. We will go into his root templates. So, not the instance of Cassador in the world, but the actual root template that I've made for Cassador. And we'll have a quick look in the sidebar. And we want to see if his equipment class is set. And it is not. So let's see if that helps. We will set it to Elf Drow Male. And we will have a look to see if that has been set for Deliria. So this is Deliria. the actual root template from the Deliria, and she has an equipment class. So let's go back to Cassador and see. Oop, here we go. Equipment class. All right, so let's save. Let's try to play now. Yeah, so he is wearing it in here. We might have to reload. Yeah, so you can see. So now we are safe for YouTube, and he is actually wearing the robe. So yeah, so that's basically what I wanted to show you today. As you could see, the characters are set up a little bit differently. So sometimes you have to tweak the settings a little bit for the root template to ensure that they can actually wear armor. And then of course, if you want them to not be nude, you have to give them camp clothing and armor to wear, and perhaps underwear as well. So you will have to assign that to them, and I think I can cover that in a different video where I show you how to create equipment sets for characters, if I haven't made that video already. So have a nice night. Okay, so I actually decided to add on this just to show you. Oh shit, I have to remove this for YouTube. I thought that I would show you what happens if a character doesn't have an equipment set. So Deliria does not have an equipment set. And then we will give one to Cassador, and I think we will give him Gale's equipment set, for example, because well, Gale is a wizard, and we know that Gale is dressed in the game, right? When you start the game. So this is Gale's equipment set, and then Origin, Gale, Genitals, Hidden. I don't know what that is, but let's give him Gale's equipment set, and you see that Cassador immediately changed his clothing into wearing Gale's stuff. So hopefully he is wearing Gale's robe, and he is wearing, yeah, Gale's camp clothing, and you know, we can take it on and off, and he even has underwear. So I think that looks better on Cassador than Gale even. So now I'm going to export this mod, and I'm going to show you what it looks like in game. So let's go to project settings, and let's publish local. Okay, so I enabled the mod. I'm going to try and start a new game. This is my test project, so you know, clapping my hands hoping it works, because a lot of code might be messed up. But in theory this should work. Ah, it seems to be loading. Let's see what happens. Okay, this is the moment of truth. Let's click on Cassador. Oh shit, what's going on? Okay, so yeah, so this mod is set so you can actually choose. You can choose your class. I don't quite know. It looks like he has a Gith equipment set, which is really interesting. I probably set that in his origins table, so I'll show you what that means, okay? As an origin, I have this guy I called. Okay, we just have to let's see, stop this. Okay. Yes, so in the origins table we have Cassador. So I have made Cassador an origin, and I actually forgot to change the equipment set assigned to him. So we're going to give him Gale's equipment set, and we're going to try again. So as you can see, object editor, origins, this is what I covered in my last video on companions like origin characters. So let's fix that and we load it up. Okay, so this is really simple. So I've selected Cassador now. As you can see, he's on top, and we will give him Gale's equipment set. Because this is the difference between the root template and the character in the world. So these guys like hanging around here in my little world, they got different equipment sets assigned in the sidebar, but for the origin creation, this is what matters. So let's just test this out, and we see what happens if we remove Deliria's equipment set. Deliria will now not have an equipment set, so probably she should show up as nude in the character creation. And then we gave Cassador Gale's equipment set. So let's save it. Let's double check that we have saved it. And we're going to export this mod. I should probably close the game if I haven't already. Yeah, I closed the game. Okay, let's publish. Okay, so yeah, this mod is called Movie Test. It has been enabled. We are starting up a new game. So let's see if we did it right this time. So at least this messing around with the settings has shown you some different ways you can mess up, and also how to fix it. So now Cazador has Gale's equipment set. We can still make him whatever we want, but the stuff he's wearing is going to be Gale's robe, and he will have Gale's stuff. Let's see what has happened to our friend Deliria. Apologies, YouTube. Aha. So since she doesn't have an equipment set, it looks like she's wearing Astarian stuff underneath, or is she? Oh, no, she's not. Yeah, so since we didn't assign an equipment set to her, it seems that she's getting whatever is default for the class, which is fine. Definitely. So we are left with this Cazador wearing Gale stuff.
You need a guardian.
Let's venture forth. I am a vampire lord. And something is broken. Well, yeah, so if you want to know what happened, for those of you still sticking around, there was an error in this script. It should be level name. So you can set your mod to load to a specific level by adding this line up here. Character creation transition info to the level that you're interested in. And I've just commented this out because I want the standard thing to be here. So I don't want the characters to be transported to level 7 anymore. I want them to be transported to level name. How do I know that's correct? It's because I checked the original script in the BG3 search engine. So let's build this. So this is what we want to have in the init section. Let's just see that correct. That's correct. Let's see. Yeah, it's correct. So now when we export the mod, it should probably work. Okay, so we try again. Let's see. Yeah, mod is enabled. We're going to start a new game. So what I'm hoping will happen here is that we can play as Cazador on the Nautiloid. I'm not releasing this mod, but if you're for some reason interested in playing as Cazador, do let me know. I can send you the file. Here we go. So he has Gale's stuff. We are going to making something else because I'd like to know if that works. So perhaps a paladin. Why not? The paladins get special gear. I don't remember. Maybe Gith is... Can't make him a Gith, can we? Yeah, we cannot change his race, so that's appropriate. Let's make him a fighter. He should have a sword or something, right? Okay. His background is Trickster Hedonist, which is interesting. That's his default background. And let's proceed. Hope it works now. Here we are then. Yep. Indeed.
Time to Oh. My head.
Not actually Cazador's voice. But his icon is pretty cool. He does have some abilities. Let's see. He is a level 1 fighter. He doesn't have a lot of fighting gear, but you know, I've given him what he needs, perhaps Rhapsody will do.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Okay, so hopefully this little video has taught you something, and yeah, here we are as a vampire lord. That's all for tonight, and goodbye.